Ba weep, grana weep, bong, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today I'm coming back at you with another news roundup. I do this every single Tuesday and Saturday on this channel, so if you like the sound of that, think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, because you know what? It really helps me out. Before we get into all the juicy Transformers news, we're going to kick off today with the 80s Commander from Ramentoy, otherwise known to you and me as the Centurions Power Extreme. So they've showed off a few pictures now of what looks like the finished articles with a little bio by each and every single one of them. These are looking incredible. Now, as a company, I know nothing about Ramentoy, so fingers crossed that these are good. They've done a whole host of videos, Q&A, showing off the prototypes, so I feel pretty good. I've got the yellow dude, I've got Jake Rockwell winging its way to me late October, early November, so in the next couple of weeks you will see a review from one of these figures on my channel, and then who knows, if that's nice, maybe I'll get the rest of the set. Pre-orders are still up if you want to get them from Ramentoy. It's Ramentoy, not Ramentoys. And please don't contact this channel for pre-orders. It keeps happening. You can't pre-order them from me. You gotta go to Ramentoy.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
First up, all you lucky people in Canada, you're going to be getting TFCon 2021 in December from the 10th to the 12th with special guest Paul Einding, or Einding? Yeah, Einding, the voice of Perceptor. Awesome that you have these in-person conventions happening this year. Hopefully in the UK we're going to end up getting these back in 2022 and I can start going to these, videoing them, putting them up on the YouTubes, and you can see how we do things in the UK. Moving on next to FUNBIESTUDIOS, who have a Halloween special for everybody. We saw the prototypes of these masks and we said they had like a Pumpkinhead, Jack the Pumpkinhead type thing, a Unicron, a Jason, and I didn't quite know what the fencing type Dubry Firkin was, but of course it's from the Squid games, which is where we will all end up if we keep buying Transformers. They've done the chair and now they're also working on the console for the ill-fated shuttle from the Transformers the movie. So FUNBIESTUDIOS, again, if you want some really cool Transformers dioramas and you got yourself a 3D printer, this is just the company for you. Absolutely awesome. Trainbots everywhere. Everywhere you look, everyone seems to have a Trainbot that they're working on at the moment, and JIZIA Toys is no exception. So this is where a Trainbot that even turns into one of Raiden's legs as well. As always, they had the little video to go along with it, showing the transformation. Looks nice, don't get too hyped, they never get released. Over on the TFW 2005 forums, which is a great place to also get Transformers information, so if you want to check that out, go over to those guys. They showed off a few pictures of Shockwave Labs add-on accessory pack for your Shattered Glass Megatron, and this looks pretty good. This actually looks awesome. One thing I definitely think that this figure is missing is those classic blue cannons at the top. And yeah, they do look a little clunky, if I'm honest, but I think that's more to do with the fact that Shattered Glass Megatron historically has been kind of a thinner type dude, and this one he's a bit of a chunker. He's a little bit chunky. He's a chunky. He's a little chunky. You get that little face, you go, oh, you little chunky. You little chunky. And speaking of the face, I do really like this new head sculpt. I think that this head sculpt is miles better than the head sculpt they gave us. Speaking of add-on packs, Mechanic Skull Studios have a pretty nice add-on pack for Galvatron here, for your Kingdom Galvatron. So it puts the Matrix on a chain instead of on that awful plastic jobby that they gave us, but this looks pretty nice. It also has some add-on things, I think, for the legs as well. This though, this is what I really wish they turned into a Shattered Glass Megatron and then found some way to make it look a little bit different, because I love the way that this one looks, and I always think that this is closer to what Shattered Glass Megatron should look like. New Age did that with their take on Galvatron, their Darius. I think that was really cool and looked absolutely epic. Moving over to FANSHOBBY, and they showed off every single take they have on the Jinrai or PowerMaster Optimus Prime. Sorry, PowerMaster Optimus Prime. Theirs is called PowerMaster. So we've got the Shattered Glass, we've got Fire Guts, we've got Nemesis, and we've got the original take. All I think of when I look at this is I have absolute sympathy for whoever had to transform this many versions of this figure. May they rest in peace. Moving over to the world of Planet X, and we can see their latest take on Grimlock, and we can see the size of this bad boy. Still think it looks like Batman. Just give it me. Give it me. Whenever I talk about this company, I do get a lot of comments saying, don't like him. Don't like him. Don't like Iron Factory. It's not for me. Don't like him. Well, I do. I love Iron Factory and I love their take on Transformers. I already own this figure, the normal version of Bludgeon, and I guess this is now Shattered Glass or a Nemesis take on Bludgeon. But what they've done here, they've given it a little bit of a couple of extra weapons, I think, and definitely a new head sculpt. I love it. I don't often pick up a recolor, but this one I've said it before, it's got me tempted. Love this figure, love Iron Factory, can't wait to see what their next figures are. There's some awesome ones in the pipeline. The team that brought you one of the best Devastators at that price point, NBK, are now bringing you what looks like a bot that transforms into a life-size sniper rifle. Now the bot modes here, they come in two colours. You've got the blue and the kind of turquoisey one, and I can take or leave the bot mode. And let me know your thoughts on those ones down in the comments. They're a little bit odd, a little bit thin, a little bit spindly, but this gun mode is pretty awesome. It looks like it's 1-to-1 scale. I know nothing about guns, so if this is based on an actual gun, please let me know down in the comments. But to me, this looks a little bit like a sniper rifle from something like XCOM or something like that. It looks pretty damn cool. It's got a kind of Prime inspired head with a face cover. Gotta have a face cover in 2021. And yeah, the two colors look good. It looks highly posable, awesome looking weapons, some translucent elements, but really I think people are picking it up for that pretty cool looking gun mode. And it's a big bot. It's gotta be big. Speaking of big bots, I like big bots and I cannot lie, this is a huge bot. This is the KO take on Prime that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Now, I think this is coming from BFP. Let me know if I'm wrong about that down in the comments, but this is kind of what I can see. These are also the people who brought us the KO oversized takes on the Siege figures. So they did a Siege Prime. They also did a Siege Ultra Magnus that was KO'd and bigger, but I don't believe they've ever gone this big. This dude is so much bigger. This alt mode, look at it, it's the same size as your EARTHRISE Prime and the trailer, and it comes with some more interesting weapons. Probably will have some diecast in it as well, because every single one of their figures that I've picked up so far has had diecast in it. I'm all over this. I'm definitely picking this up just to have it on my shelf and say, look at this. Look at the size of this Prime.
Excellent.
TFC have been showing off some more pictures of maybe the light up features on their latest take on Megatron, and also showing it next to their take on Prime as well. Maybe getting some light up features as well in the tank mode. I was all in on this dude before he was painted, but still, all those red elements, I can't get past them. I don't know why. It's not for me. I've cancelled my pre-order. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. CANGTOYS showed some more pictures off of their take on RAZORCLAW. I love it. I love it. I absolutely think this is beautiful. Everything I've seen from them is gorgeous so far. I'm surprised how much this has split the fan base. I know it's not kicking off on the kind of G1 aesthetic and looking at it like that, but yeah, I love it. I love it. MDLX, aka THREEZERO, are getting ready to drop a whole host of figures on the Transformers fandom, and this take on Prime does look pretty cool. It comes with a lot of different accessories. It's pretty damn posable, multiple hands and also weapons. Not transforms. Just in case you were wondering, all of these figures that THREEZERO do, none of them transform, but you can get him in this classic pose from the movie, and it does look good. It does look really, really good, but these are very, very, very high priced and not for my collection. Staying within the world of non-transforming Transformers, and Prime Studios, or Prime 1 Studios to give them their full name, are getting ready to release their antique gold versions of a couple of Transformers. Now this is their antique gold version of Megatron. Now I think this is the Megatron from the Bumblebee, or the unused one from the Bumblebee movie, and this looks odd. I'm not sure why anyone would go for this. Gold, maybe bronze, but yeah, he has a sword and he has a purple cannon and he doesn't transform and he has his mace. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it looks a little bit better than the brushed silver version, but for me, if I was going to pick up this, and I am going to pick up a version that looks a bit like this, there's the Mega Tank that's coming out. I think fairly similar price point. Maybe I'm a bit wrong there, but that actually does transform. I think if you're into your statues and stuff, maybe you'd want a bronzed out gold version. Maybe it plays to the all of the ones that you can see during Starscream's coronation. Maybe it's supposed to replicate that, but they are also doing a Prime version. This Prime version, Megatron has light up eyes and a light up cannon. This dude just seems to have some light up eyes going from as well. I'm not sure if the Matrix that he has lights up, but again, he has a rock to stand on, and yeah, he has a power axe that's gold, and an axe that's gold, and a gun that's gold or bronzed or silver. But yeah, again, these are pretty much a high price point. I'll be honest, I actually don't like the way that this Prime looks aesthetically. I don't like the molding, the sculpting on this one. It's not a nice looking Prime like the one that we've seen before from THREEZERO. I think that is a beautiful looking Prime. And to be fair, apart from the fact he's bronze or gold or whatever you want to call him, that Megatron does look very good at all. This Prime's just ugly. This is an ugly Prime. Am I wrong here? Do you like the way this looks? And also educate me in the comments. Educate me. Why would you want this gold or bronze version? Let me know, because I don't see it. Not at all. Speaking of things that I don't understand, and there is a lot that I don't understand, the latest reaction figures from Super 7 have kind of been released or leaked onto line, and we can see there's a whole host on the back of the card. But the main ones that we can see are this GRIMLOCK, RAZORCLAW, REFLECTOR, and PROWL. Obviously, these are not great, I'll be honest. These are fairly small. They don't really articulate, apart from they've got like 2 or 3 points of articulation, and they just sit there. Again, they don't transform. For the money, you can actually pick up a transforming Transformers. So for me, as I always say, and a lot of people echo my sentiments down in the comments, I just don't see the point. If you are a Transformers fan at the moment, Peru is the place to be, because it looks like they're having street parties with Prime. So Optimus Prime drove through one of the places in Peru that they are filming at, and looks like they were absolutely mobbed by people filming, partying. I think this is really cool. I wish they were filming something like this in Manchester. We get a lot of things filmed in Manchester. You know, we have Captain America that was filmed here. I think also some episodes of The Crown and all kinds of things were filmed in Manchester. I wish they'd just do Transformers. It would be so cool to go and watch something like this. But I love the fact that there seems to be a lot of action going on with Prime in this one. Obviously in the Bumblebee movie we didn't see much of Prime, but Prime looks like he's taking a more center stage because he seems to be driving everywhere, or maybe it's just that they're doing a lot of filming with him at the moment, and it looks like at some point he gets into a little bit of a fender bender with something, because this is a completely trashed up Prime with stuff stuck all over him, and probably because he's had a fight with Scourge. So we can see Scourge also driving around and looking pretty messed up and beat up after a fight with Prime. Pretty cool. I'm super hyped for this movie. You know, I always wish Transformers movies, well, they just never ever live up to my expectations or the hype. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's when we get to tell Hasbro which figures we liked this year. So the poll is up. Couple of questions on the poll here. First question was around which character from Beast Wars Season 1 did we really like? And the second one was around which character from Transformers War for Cybertron line should be inducted this year into the Hall of Fame. For me, I said it was Warpath. I said that we should definitely include the take on Warpath for this one because, yeah, I really liked it. So head on over to the official page and get your votes in for who you want to win this year. Takara showed off some official pictures of their Shogi, and yeah, he looks good, especially in these scenes. He looks alright. Unfortunately, this is definitely not one for my collection, and if I was going to pick this up, I'd go for Moon Studios every single day. So that is everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed the content. As always, if you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, because this channel is trying to march on to that 4K subscribers mark. As I said, we'll probably do something a little special to maybe celebrate that. Maybe do a live stream, maybe go, well, definitely there will be some Twitch coming. I keep saying this, I promise there will be Twitches coming. And also let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comments. Love interacting with you guys down there, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace.